Tonight from the Lakeland Center, it's round number 2 of the 4A semifinals. Tonight's second matchup in the 4A semis will pit the Coral Springs Charter Panthers with a record of 23-6 against the Dunbar Tigers of 28-1 on the season. We are live inside the Lakeland Center in the George Jenkins Arena. Corey Stevens alongside Dennis Mental as we get set to complete the matchup in the 4A championship. The Reball Trojans victorious here tonight in the first matchup of the night. And Dennis, both of these teams, we saw a very physical game in our first matchup tonight between Reball and Jones. Tonight, maybe something a little different as you look and see that Coral Springs only comes in 8 players on their roster. Not much room to play a super physical game if it can get into foul trouble.
Yeah, more than likely when you only have 8 players, they'll be playing some type of zone defense. I don't think they'll be pressuring the ball too much, and they'll probably be running a very set offense because you cannot afford to get into foul trouble.
Don't forget this game and all games here at the Lakeland Center in the finals of the state tournament can be purchased. The DVDs can be purchased at FHSAA sports.com. Head there for more information on that. Possibly pick up a copy of the 2A final from earlier today as the FAMU Baby Rattlers taking the game one there. Taking that game right there, winning the state championship on a last-second buzzer beater. Buy the DVD for the last 10 seconds of that one. Earlier today, the Ponce de Leon Pirates are victorious in the 1A final as well. Here's a look at tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Dunbar Tigers, head coach Dwayne Donnell in his 18th year overall, 320 and 159. For Dunbar, they will send out a 4-1 lineup at 5'5" senior Cherie Denard, 5'6" freshman Carrie Jewett, 5'6" senior at guard Kadira Berger, at 5'9" a freshman Kiara Desamores, and at the center 5'8" the junior Janetta Williams. A little bit of a bigger lineup across the way for the Coral Springs Panthers. Guard 5'6" freshman Jade Wyatt, a 5'5" sophomore Emily Williams. The middle, the big 6'1" Celia Wojcik, who we were looking earlier here, hits 57% of her field goals. Also 5'7" junior Morgan Smelly and 5'8" sophomore Aisha Edwards rounds out the 4-1 for Coral Springs and head coach Fitzroy Anthony in his second year, 41-11. This is the first appearance for the Coral Springs Panthers in the FHSAA finals. For the Dunbar Tigers, the last time they were here, 2008. They lost to Parkway 45-43 in the 3A state championship, the same Parkway team that will take on PK Young tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for the 3A final. Your officials for tonight, the referee is Tom Campbell. The umpires are Rodney Brown and Mark Rossi. I am Corey Stevens along with Dennis Mental. We are inside the Lakeland Center, about to get set for the second of 2 4A semifinals. As it will be, it looks like Dunbar will be the home team here, and Coral Springs will be the visitors.
And getting back to those DVDs, if we have a game right here, like the first 3 from today, you may want to do a package deal and buy all 4 because the first 3 have been very, very exciting. So if this game's anything like those 3, you're going to want to stick around and watch it.
Again, for all those DVDs, go to FHSAsports.com to purchase the DVD copy of the broadcast. Bring Dennis and I home with you. Buy plenty of them, send them out, stocking stuffers next year at Christmas. For the gift that keeps on giving all day long. This is the final game of the day here. As I mentioned, tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 3A final between PK and Parkway, then the 4A championship at 2:30. The 5A semifinals will take place tomorrow night. Bartram Trail versus Rickards and Dillard versus Lakewood. All those games can be seen right here on FHSAAsports.com, your exclusive home of the finals for girls basketball. And Coral Springs Panthers with a 6'1" player in Celia Wojcik not jumping her. They choose to jump Emily Williams, and she'll jump against Janetta Williams in the middle. Emily Williams only 5'5", doesn't even jump, and Dunbar will take control off the tip, moving right to left. It's Berger with it to the outside. This is Denard now. Berger back underneath. Shot goes up and count it for DeSamore.
1-2-2 full court pressure right here by Dunbar.
Coral Springs moving it up, loses control. Recovered by Denard. That was Morgan Smelly of Coral Springs who lost control of it. Denard, and there's going to be a foul called. No foul, as Emily Williams looked to throw herself into the body there, so a little physical early again. A replay of the previous game we just saw.
Coral Springs just in a basic 2-3 zone.
3-point shot on the way off the back, no good for Jewett. Rebound goes to Dunbar. Looks like she rolled around. Could have been a travel call down underneath there. They try and get the ball inside. It's forced out, and the steal will go to Smelly. Williams will bring it up now for the Panthers. 10-second call on Williams. Credit Carrie Jewett with a little bit of tight defense there. Wouldn't let Williams get across the timeline. Dunbar maintaining a 2-0 lead here early. Cross-court pass. Back up top, tries to get it underneath. Back out, wide open three on the left side. In and out, no good for Jewett. Rebound stays with Dunbar, tries to save it, and they do. This is Berger with it now on the spin move. She goes to the right side, now underneath. Shot goes up and in for Janetta Williams. 4-0, and that'll go out of bounds off of DeSamore. Wojcik with it now, gets it to Williams. Underneath, shot from Edwards. Bounces around every part of the basket and in. 2 points for Aisha Edwards. And that one's just thrown away by Denard.
Coral Springs came up with a quick half-court trap there to surprise Dunbar and force the turnover.
Emily Williams will push it up now. She gets it to Edwards. Edwards to the outside. Shot from Smelly on the way. Three, no good. Rebound Emily Williams. She hangs on to it, kicks it back out. Smelly drives, nothing there. Williams, three on the left side. It's good. 5-4 lead for Coral Springs. 5:20 to go in the first. Bounce pass underneath, stolen by Williams and Coral Springs. Dunbar trying to do a little too much too quickly. Three on the way, rattles no good. Berger with the bounce pass, stolen by Wojcik. Wojcik gonna get called for the travel. Stay down on Dunbar's end. This will be Jewett to inbound. Dunbar in the white uniforms, trimmed in orange. Orange numbers and letters. Coral Springs in the navy blue, trimmed in white. White numerals and letters. Williams guarding the outside. Three from Jewett, no good. Rebound. Jewett gets it herself. Back up top. Shot in and out for Denard. Rebound goes to Coral Springs. Aisha Edwards bringing it up now for the Panthers. Drives to the middle, splits the defenders, dumps it off. Wojcik underneath. Wojcik puts it up and gets the basket. Celia Wojcik with 2. There's the drive from Berger. She has it stripped away. Williams moving it quickly up. Decides to pull up. Gets called for the carrying violation.
Coral Springs really has come up with this kind of a sneaky half-court trap that has really caught Dunbar by surprise. Now they're picking up three-quarter court.
Khadijah Berger bringing it up for the Tigers. Wide open shot, gets a good look, misses. Rebound and a foul underneath. Denard will go to the line. Foul will go against Wojcik. That's her first. First foul of the game. 3:49 to play. We'll have our media timeout here if she can make both. The first goes through for Desamore. That's 3 for her. Her second on the way, no good. And we'll play on. So Smelly driving to her left. Williams with it now. Nobody on her. She pulls up, takes a 3, misses, no good. Underneath, Wojcik with the basket. And look for Celia Wojcik to utilize that rebounding ability, and she's going to go right back up for the shots. Shot underneath is good on the other end. That is Janetta Williams. Williams has 4. And it's a 9-7 game. Edwards with it now. Pulls it back out. Williams, left side. Smelly, shot from the right, no good. Missed everything, rebound underneath by Edwards, and she's fouled. Foul is going to go against Khadijah Berger. That's Berger's first. Both teams with 1 foul. As Edwards misses the first. Edwards is 67% free throw shooter on the season.
Almost resembles the first game where 5.5 minutes in and we only have 2 personal fouls called.
And the second one is good with 2:45 remaining. A bit of a delay on the media timeout, but we'll take it right here. 10-7 your score. Coral Springs on top of Dunbar. And we watched a game earlier this evening between Ribault and Jones that was very physical. Both teams just throwing their bodies around. Right here, it seems like Dunbar has come out and they want to do that. They want to play that style of basketball. Coral Springs shutting them down and forcing them to make the mistakes that we've seen so far.
Well, and the way Coral Springs came out, I mean, my impression, and I'm sure Dunbar's impression was, they only have 8 players. You know, they came out the first 2 trips down the floor. They were in a passive 2-3 zone. Dunbar, I think, just kind of took for granted they were going to have an easy time on the offensive end. And to Coral Springs' credit, they threw a trap press at them that caught Dunbar by surprise, and that's gotten them their 10-7 lead with 2:45 left in the first quarter.
Dunbar's only loss this year comes to Gainesville High School. Game back on December 30th, 59-44. Looking over their scores here, they beat Gateway Charter, and I don't know where Gateway Charter is. Twice they played them this year, 84-0 and 88-6.
That just isn't right.
That doesn't seem fair.
If I was up 84-0, I would foul the team every time down the floor so that they could at least get a free throw and score a point.
There's the shot underneath, and it is good. That's Williams. She's got 6 of Dunbar's 9 points.
Dunbar full court 1-2-2 trap press right now.
Edwards trying to beat it. They do. Coral Springs with it now. 2:08 to go in the quarter. Smelly, left side. Edwards has it. Thinks about a three. No, drives the baseline, goes under, throws up a shot, misses, gets her own rebound. And it'll stay with Coral Springs. Coral Springs will go to their bench as Megan Smith checks in. Smith, a 5'8" junior. She comes in for Wojcik. And on Dunbar's side, Katoria Simmons, 5'9" senior. Williams inbounds to Smelly. Smelly goes up, has her shot stripped, and it'll go out of bounds off of Dunbar and remain with Coral Springs. Edwards on the catch and shoot, good for three. Aisha Edwards has 6, and it's a 13-9 lead. A three on the way to answer, no good for Jewett. Rebound stays underneath, shot goes up, and Denard gets fouled. And the foul will go against Aisha Edwards. Her first, second team foul. Denard will shoot 2. Chance to bring Dunbar back within one possession. She hits the first.
Seemed like Coach Anthony was very, very upset with his players for not boxing out on that last shot.
Second one rattles around. Smith gets the rebound for Coral Springs. Williams has it taken away. Smith goes down, tries to throw it up. Williams is there. Williams, a wide open three look. It's good. 16-10. As Emily Williams with 6, both on three-point shots, and a travel called against Berger will give it back to Coral Springs.
And that was all Emily Williams causing that turnover too with her quickness. She anticipated the pass and forced that traveling turnover.
Edwards with it now on the right side. Thinks three, no, picks it up, dribbles. Now she's going to drive back in the right, try to get it back out to Williams, but she's going to be fouled underneath. And that'll be Khadidra Berger's second. Wojcik coming back in now for Coral Springs. Smelly looking for the inbound. Nobody there. She finds Edwards just inside the 5 seconds. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Edwards goes to her left. Dumps it to Wojcik. Has a hard time handling it, and it's stolen by Dunbar. They'll bring it up the court. And they lose control of it. Smelly with it now. 35 seconds. Williams fakes the three, drives inside, puts up a floater off the backboard, no good. Wojcik with the rebound. She's blocked as she went up. Dunbar has a shot now with 25 seconds and bodies flying everywhere as Desamore was tripped. That'll go against Morgan Smelly, and that'll be her first foul.
These last 2 games, there's going to be a lot of black and blue marks on these girls from hitting the floor and just pure hustle.
23.1 to go. Berger with it now at the top for Dunbar. Ten seconds left. Shot goes up, foul underneath. That'll be number 2 on Smelly. That's 4 fouls against Coral Springs. As Sherry Denard at the line for Dunbar. She hits the first. She's got 2 points. And it's a 16-11 game. Toria Simmons checking back in for Dunbar. Kiva Pittman coming in as well. Pittman, a 5'6" senior. One more shot for Denard. Their second is good, and it's a 4-point game, 9 seconds to go. Edwards works it with 3 to go, 2 to go. Has to put up a shot, throws up a prayer at the end, and no good. So after one, Coral Springs will hold on to a 4-point lead over Dunbar. We've played 8 minutes. Your score, the Coral Springs Panthers 16 and the Dunbar Tigers 12. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout on FHSAAsports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the FHSAA network, go to FHSAAsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to the Lakeland Center in the George Jenkins Arena. Corey Stevens along with Dennis Mental. After one, your score here in the second of 2 for A semifinals. The Coral Springs Charter Panthers 16 and the Dunbar Tigers 12. Don't forget, for copies of this DVD of this broadcast and all broadcasts here at the Lakeland Center, go to FHSAAsports.com. And Dennis, we see a very physical Dunbar team who just needs to get control of things, but we also see a Panthers team who is able to control the ball and control the tempo of this game. And with only 8 players, they're able to basically control who comes in and who goes where.
Right. They've just got to, if they can control the tempo like this the whole game, they're going to be in good shape.
Coral Springs with it to start the second quarter. Coral Springs shooting 42% on the game. There's a shot for Edwards, misses off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound and a travel called immediately on Denard.
And that's their 8th turnover already in the game.
And not to let Coral Springs off the hook, they have 6 turnovers of their own, 3 of which go to Wojcik. Emily Williams with it at the top of the key. Takes a 3 shot on the way, hits the back, no good. Rebound pushed up the court and thrown away. That's turnover number 9. It'll be Wyatt to inbound to Edwards. Edwards will bring it up on the left side. Edwards goes around, dribbles around the screen. Wyatt with it now. Almost has it taken away, maintains control. Gets it back to Edwards. Edwards pulls up, takes a shot, hits it. 8 points for Aisha Edwards. This is Berger with it, working it around the right side to Denard. Berger has it now, drives down underneath, tries to kick it back up top. Denard with it, fakes the shot, goes right. Looks like she took one too many steps, didn't, but that time they'll call it. Carrie Jewett called for the travel. Possibly the travel that Denard committed seconds earlier.
That's 3 trips down the floor in the second quarter and turned the ball over all 3 times.
Dunbar looking to stick with a man defense here to start the second. Edwards bounces off, pulls back, hits a nice jumper from about 15 feet, and Edwards is in double digits here in the second quarter.
And it looks like Coral Springs is just kind of isolating their 2 guards on their defenders and trying to go one-on-one off of the dribble.
And a basket on the other end for Jewett, her first of the game. Edwards has it stolen, gets rid of it. And Berger went up for the shot. She's going to be fouled underneath. Could be called on Wyatt. It is. That's Wyatt's first, 15 foul against the Panthers. They call that one on the floor, so Dunbar will just maintain possession. There's a shot on the way, and the two is good for Carrie Jewett. She's got back-to-back buckets and 4 points, and now Dunbar Tigers are within 4 of the Coral Springs Panthers. Edwards pushes it up, dribbles through the trap. Spin move, left side, floater on the way, no good. Wojcik the rebound, out to Williams, 3 on the way, in and out, no good. And Smith and Williams went to the floor. And Williams, Janetta Williams, going to be called for the foul against Dunbar, her first and third team foul. Edwards thinks about a 3, says no, drives it in, puts up a floater off the front, no good. Rebound down to the court, and I don't know how you don't call traveling. They do now. As she rolled around on the floor, she looked to try and get a timeout, but a little too late. Edwards, wide open 3 on the right side, off the back, no good. Smith steals it away, brings it back down for Coral Springs. She goes in, and she's going to get called for a travel. Berger taking her time, bringing it up now. Passes off to Jewett. Jewett's double team quickly. Wyatt goes in for the steal. No good. Tied up, and by the time Emily Williams had control of it, they call a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Dunbar Tigers. 4:44 to play here in the half. 2016 Coral Springs.
Coral Springs is set back into that passive 2-3 zone again.
Berger with it, right side. Dribbles around, gets it underneath. And a travel called underneath. That's Sabrina Bowie. 5', 8" junior. Williams working it up now for Coral Springs. Berger putting pressure on her. Edwards with it now. Edwards fights through the switch, and no shot. Foul will be on the floor. And the foul going against Cherie Denard. She's got 1 foul. Dunbar with 4 now. Edwards to inbound. Edwards drives the lane, dumps off to Smith. Last second, Smith off the glass and gets the basket. Megan Smith with 2, and it's a 6-point lead for the Panthers. And right back on the other end, Kiara DeSamore gets the basket. She's got 5. 3:26 to go. Aisha Edwards is on fire here in the first half. Back underneath. Now the team's just trading baskets. There's absolutely no defense going on as DeSamore gets another basket. It's 24-20 with 3 minutes to go. Wyatt thinks about it, then puts it down, almost loses it, recovers, and a timeout called as Fitzroy Anthony and the Coral Springs Panthers. He almost had to run to half court to get the 30-second timeout. Gotta appreciate the coach's hustle right there.
Yeah, it looks like both teams have lost a little bit of their defensive intensity, like you said, and they're getting some open looks at the offensive end of the floor.
2:48 to go here in the half. We have yet to take our media timeout. This is just a 30-second timeout for Coral Springs. So assuming we'll have another stop and play here before the half is over, we'll throw in a media timeout there as well. That is the first timeout called by either team here tonight. Both teams with 5, 3 full and 2:30, along with the media timeout under 4 minutes of each quarter. Earlier tonight, the Ribault Trojans punched their ticket to the 4A championship tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. They await the winner of this game. Also tomorrow, the 3A final against PK Young taking on Parkway Academy at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow evening here in the Lakeland Center, the 5A semis get underway. Bartram Trail against Rickards and Dillard versus Lakewood in the late game tomorrow night. Out of the Coral Springs timeout. It'll be Jade Wyatt to inbound for the Panthers. And a 5-second call against Coral Springs, and that will theoretically take us to our media timeout. I don't think they've signaled it yet. I guess that doesn't count as a stoppage of play. Jewett with it now. Working it around the top. Goes underneath, look underneath, shot goes up, in, and it is good for DeSamore. And she's got 9. Tiara DeSamore, 5'9" freshman. She is leading the Lady Tigers right now.
Looks like there's a weak spot in the back of that 2-3 zone for Coral Springs.
Smelly drives. A blocking foul called. That'll be on Berger. For Berger, that's 3. A correction. That'll be on DeSamore, who I didn't even see around the play that time. Berger ended up on the ground. But the foul goes to DeSamore as Smelly misses the first of her 2 free throws. Second one misses as well. A 2-point lead for Coral Springs. A chance for Dunbar to take the lead down. This time Berger tries to dish it off. Smith tries to stick it in there. She gets the steal but gives it right back. They put up a shot, no good. DeSamore with the rebound. Berger with it now back up top. 1:55 to go in the half. Three on the way, it's good, and Dunbar takes the lead on the 3 from Carrie Jewett, and Jewett has 7. Wyatt with it now, driving, has it poked away, stolen underneath. Jewett recovers for Dunbar. 1:15 to go in the half. Stolen back by Edwards. Edwards all alone. She's going to go in and lay it in off the glass. Edwards with 14 here in the first half. 1 minute to play in the half. Pass underneath, shot goes up off the glass, and it's Desamore again. She's in double digits with 11.
Whoever's playing that back left side of their zone is really going to get a chewing out, I believe, at halftime.
Shot goes up. Smelly didn't even look where she was throwing it. Berger with the rebound, pushes it up. Underneath, Desamore. Give it to Kiara Desamore, the freshman. She's got 13 here in the first half. 21 seconds to go. Edwards outside. Williams, a three look on the way. Count it. And we're tied at 29. Emily Williams, 3 threes in the first half. She's got 9. Jewett dumps it off. The pass
Same
underneath.
place.
And Janetta Williams at the buzzer gives Dunbar the lead, 31-29. So kind of an end to the first half there, Dennis, that makes you just go back and wonder, where was the defense that we saw in the first quarter?
They had to run out of the little intensity and probably got a little fatigued, and that's what we saw in the second quarter. A lot of scoring and very little defense.
You said Coral Springs moving to the zone. I noticed who didn't play much of the second quarter there, and that was Celia Wojcik down underneath, and that definitely you could see that gap from the big girl underneath. I mean, she's 6'1". 6'1". So when you take that out of the game, you definitely miss that presence, and a team that you should have a size advantage on, you've now evened things up.
Well, I don't want to, when she got fouled down here at the one end right before she was taken out of the game, she looked very upset about something, and I think that's why Coach took her out. So I don't know if something happened in there or what, but we'll have to see what happens in the second half.
There's your halftime score. Dunbar 31, Coral Springs 29. We'll be back to recap the first half and get you ready for the third quarter after this timeout on FHSAAsports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the FHSAA network, go to FHSAAsports.com/SBP.
to the Lakeland Center in the George Jenkins Arena. Corey Stevens along with Dennis Menthal has come out of the first half. They score the Dunbar Tigers 31 and the Coral Springs Panthers 29. In a half where Coral Springs pretty much had control for most of that half, and then towards the end of the second quarter, they sort of broke down in their defense and their zone. As we take a look at the first half stats, that 68% field goal percentage for Dunbar, somewhat a misleading stat, Dennis, is most of those shots, they're 13 of 19, were just those layups there at the end of the second quarter.
Right. They solved the Coral Springs half-court trap, and I believe the backside of the trap, they had Williams, who I think is, 5'3", covering the backside, and they were putting a larger person down there, and that's where they were getting a lot of their layups from down there. But again, it's looking a lot like the previous game that we did. Here's the team, Dunbar's got 15 turnovers at halftime, yet they're leading the game.
And we'll see if both teams can make their adjustments necessary. Similar again to that last game we called. Four players for each team scoring. And this reminder to buy a DVD of this broadcast and all the broadcasts here in the Lakeland Center, go to FHSAAsports.com. As we are underway now here in the third quarter, it's Smelly with ball for Coral Springs. She drives underneath, puts up a shot, rattles around, and it goes down. Morgan Smelly gets her first points of the game. And we're tied at 31. Cross-court pass. Back up top now, left side. Jewett with it, gets it back to Berger. They go back to the right side. Underneath, shot goes up, goes nowhere. Rebound, good, and the shot goes up, and count it. That's Kiara DeSamore picking up where she left off in the first half. That foul will go against Jade Wyatt. That'll be her second. And the first team foul is DeSamore at the line to complete the three-point play.
And this 2-3 zone that Coral Springs is running, Jade Wyatt, who picked up that foul, is playing that backside now, and she's only 5'6", so she's still at a disadvantage.
Wojcik back in the game now for Coral Springs. Edwards drives down in the baseline, goes up, she draws the foul, and she'll go to the line for two.
Edwards very good at getting a defender in a bad position and just throwing her body into her. That draws the foul.
Cherie Denard charged with that foul for Dunbar, her second. We only had 11 fouls called in the first half. Already here, not even 45 seconds in, and we have two, one for each side. As both free throws miss for Edwards. Right side, ball headed our way.
Good save.
Working around the outside, three on the way for Jewett. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound for Denard. She has it stolen by Edwards, poked away, and it'll stay with Dunbar.
And again, that offensive rebound came from that backside of the zone where Jade Wyatt is trying to cover. She's doing her best to try to box out, but it's just not working out right yet.
Dunbar has her pass tip, but they maintain control. Back up top. DeSamore with it. Back out to Berger. Berger drives, pulls up the foul line, 15-footer, rattles around, no good. Rebound by Wojcik. Coral Springs on the move. Williams all alone up front, layup off the glass, no good. Williams can't take advantage of the easy opportunity to tie the game, as Dunbar maintains possession now down at their end. Williams with good defense as the ball is thrown away. Smelly gets it up to Edwards. Edwards goes in for the layup. She rattles around 3 times, and that one drops. Edwards now with 16 on the game. We're tied at 34. Jewett with a 3 look, no good. Rebound by Edwards. Edwards doing it all right now for Coral Springs. now with it up front. Drives around the screen, pulls it back out. Now goes inside, out, back to Williams. Around the screen, back to Smelly. Edwards has it now, 3 on the way. Off the back, no good. Wojcik there for the rebound, back to Edwards again. Edwards gonna drive this time. She goes up, falls to the ground. Somehow Coral Springs maintains control. Emily Williams drives the baseline, goes off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Jewett, and they push it up the floor. Dunbar now works it inside. That's Janetta Williams, and Williams is going to be fouled by Wojcik, and that's Wojcik's third. Janetta Williams to the line for 2. This is the first one. Second one misses as well. So both teams struggling from the free throw line here in the second half. We're tied at 34. Edwards pushes it left, loses control, stolen by Williams. Berger pushes it up now for Dunbar. Spin move, inside, stops, goes up, looks for the shot, no good, blocked by Wojcik. Wojcik able to come up with it. She gets it to Williams. Williams gonna pull back. Smelly, a wide open 3, right side, no good. Rebound goes to Wyatt. Underneath, Wyatt. Little shot, no good, and an offensive foul. It's going to be called on Wyatt over the back on the rebound. That's her third foul, and third team foul.
We're seeing a lot of movement, a lot of shots, and very little points.
Yeah, with 3:48 to play, we've reached the media timeout here in the third quarter. All tied up, 34-34. Winner of this game moving on to the 4A championship tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 to take on the Revolt Trojans. Right now, it looks like both teams they don't know what to do out there with the ball. They get the ball and they're both moving it around like it's the fourth quarter, and like they both have a big lead that they're trying to protect. Maybe it's practice for the end, but I'd be wanting to score the way we were scoring at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it seems like both teams are a little bit passive now, and they're not really sure, what they want to do. It's almost like the beginning of the game, they're feeling each other out again. And right now, one team needs to try to take charge and take it over this game.
Dunbar breaks their huddle first to our right. Head coach Dwayne Donnell in his 18th season as a head coach. Fitzroy Anthony and the Coral Springs Panthers have broken their huddle as well. Dunbar will inbound the ball, and it will be Kiva Pittman throwing it in, and Berger bringing it up for Dunbar. Pittman has it now, cross-court pass. Desamore on the switch.
I see Coral Springs has made a change. They got Smith in the game at 5'8" at that back part of the zone, so that should help them on the offside rebounding.
Berger drives, blocked by Wojcik. Edwards recovers, pushes it up to Williams. Edwards gets it back. They can't take advantage of the fast break there. Edwards being guarded by Pittman. Now drives to the middle, goes up, off the back, no good. Rebound by Janetta Williams. Berger goes in, tries to dish it to Williams, can't do it. We're going to have a jump ball. As Aisha Edwards ties it up with Khadidra Berger, it'll stay with Dunbar. Coral Springs here winning the third quarter by a score of 5-3. We've had 8 points scored in the first 5+ minutes.
She's out.
Dunbar works it around. Berger goes inside. Williams goes up off the glass, and it's good. Janetta Williams has 10, her first points in the second half. Williams wide open underneath. Wojcik dishes, good pass underneath as Smelly went up for it. And she's going to get fouled. Instead of going for a spin move there, Wojcik saw the open pass and got it to Smelly. Smelly goes up and draws the foul of Kira DeSamore, her second. Morgan Smelly hits her first. She's got 3 points. This is the second. Wojcik, the rebound. Wojcik goes back up. Smith with the rebound on the open shot, and Smith gets fouled. That'll be DeSamore again. Now she has 3.
And that move putting Smith in and getting a little bit more height in there seems to be really starting to take its toll. They're taking charge a little bit more on the boards.
Smith hits the first, and we're tied at 36. Kiara DeSamore checks out. Sabrina Bowie in for Dunbar. The second from Smith on the way, and good. It's a 1-point lead for the Panthers. Correction, they're going to call that one back. Call a lane violation on Coral Springs. So we'll remain tied at 36. Kind of a late call on the lane violation there.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't sure who they called it on either, and sure it wasn't the shooter, I know that.
Denard fakes the shot, then drives, goes in, and hits the basket. Shereen Denard, her first field goal of the game. She's now got 5.
Dunbar coming to their trap press here again. And it worked.
Denard moves it up. Edwards tries to go off of Dunbar. Carrie Jewett, but she's unable to. It'll stay with the Tigers.
How quick is Edwards?
She is moving. Berger with it now. Williams with it now. Kicks it left side. Berger open shot. Williams gets the rebound, puts it back up, and it's good. Janetta Williams with 12. Edwards moves to her left. Williams wide open 3 on the left side. It's good. Get the ball to Emily Williams. She's shooting above 50% of the game from three-point land. She goes for the steal there, unable to come up with it, but Wojcik gets the steal. Williams will move it down the court for Coral Springs. Thinks about it, goes up, and she gets the basket and the foul.
What a nice hesitation move. After hitting that three, she did a hesitation at the three-point line, drew the defender to her, and took it right to the hooper. And now to try to get a three-point play, as you said, the old-fashioned way.
That foul will go against Berger. That'll be her third. And Williams will be at the line for three. For a chance at a three-point play. It's up and it's good. Points for Emily Williams.
Coral Springs is leading 41-40.
Williams with it, goes up, gets the basket. And with time running out in the third quarter, Edwards unable to put up a shot. So after three, after a slow start to the quarter, the third quarter picks up a little bit. And Dunbar will take a 1-point lead into the final frame here in Lakeland. Your score at the end of three, the Dunbar Tigers 42 and the Coral Springs Panthers 41. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter after this timeout on FHSAAsports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the FHSAA network, go to FHSAAsports.com/SBP.
Welcome back to the Lakeland Center in the George Jenkins Arena. Corey Stevens along with Dennis Mental as we have a corrected score. We were talking about it here on press row during the timeout there. They pulled a point off the board when they called the lane violation on Coral Springs, but they pulled both of the free throws. She had made the first one, but they pulled both of them when they called the lane violation on the scoreboard. Score now corrected. We're tied at 42. Don't forget to buy a copy of this DVD of this broadcast and all broadcasts here from the Lakeland Center and the girls basketball finals. Go to FHSAAsports.com. So tied at 42. 8 minutes separate one team from the state final and one team from the end of their season. Coral Springs will inbound. It'll be Emily Williams. Edwards with it now, high on the right side. Smelly, wide open three, left side, long, no good. Rebound to Berger. She'll move it up for the Dunbar Tigers. She'll take it all the way, throws up a bad shot. Williams with the rebound. She's blocked by Wojcik. It'll go out of bounds off of Wojcik and stay with Dunbar. Still some confusion underneath who's getting the ball here. It is Dunbar. They called that. And then Coral Springs tried to inbound it. Inside, Denard puts up a shot. No good. Williams gets a rebound. Wojcik with the block. Back underneath to Williams. Nobody there to block her that time. And Janetta Williams matches her first half total of 8 with another 8 here in the second half. She's got 16. Dunbar, a 44-42 lead. Three-pointer on the way for Williams, no good. Rebound goes to Simmons. Berger with it now. And she's going to be fouled by Williams. Williams called on the reach-in. That's her first.
And she better watch it. She's giving the ref a very, very dirty look. And these guys are trained to turn away, but you don't want to push them too far.
And a timeout.
Nope.
Or no, they didn't get the timeout. Dwayne Donnell looked like he wanted to call a timeout for Dunbar, but Didn't get it in time. A 5-second call against the Tigers. And the turnover will give the ball back to the Panthers. Three-pointer on the way. Edwards off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Jewett. Jewett tries to push it up, gets it to Berger. She goes right side to Denard, who drives the baseline. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Williams. She goes back up, and she hits. Janetta Williams is single-handedly carrying the Lady Tigers here in the second half. 46-42. Edwards drives the lane, tries to throw up a shot, and they're going to call a foul. That'll go against Katoria Simmons and be her first. Fourth team foul, and Edwards will go to the line for 2.
And the big difference here in the second half is how well Dunbar is doing on the offensive boards. They're just getting second and third chances every time down the floor.
And they're doing a great job of shutting down Aisha Edwards.
Yes.
14 points in the first half. She has only 2 here in the second. As her second free throw goes through, giving Edwards 17 and making it a 3-point game. Williams could have been called for the reach in there, didn't. Denard goes up, and she was blocked by Wojcik, but they're going to call a foul.
That's going to be her 4th. Going to be bringing Smith back in the game for her, I believe.
It'll be Denard at the line for Dunbar. That is not good news for Coral Springs fans. While Wojcik hasn't scored much and hasn't in the second half, she's been an integral part of that zone they've been playing. Denard hits her first, giving her 6 on the game, giving the Tigers a 4-point lead. She makes them both. 6:08 to play here in the game. Chance at the 4A state finals on the line for both of these teams. Edwards drives, and a blocking foul going to be called on Janetta Williams. For Williams, that'll be her second. 16 fouls now against Dunbar. Means the next one, and Coral Springs shoots the bonus as Edwards heads to the line for 2. Edwards can't buy one from the free throw line tonight. But she hits the second. 4-point game. Berger moves it up the left side. Denard driving that baseline, goes in, shots up, no good. Wyatt goes for the rebound, can't get it. Jewett's there, throws it away. Wyatt goes down for it. And the jump ball will keep it with Dunbar.
I think they need to take Coral Springs on offense, a little bit of pressure off of Edwards, and next time down the floor, set something up to try to get Williams open for a 3.
Williams called for the reach-in foul, and she continues to voice her displeasure to the officials.
Is that what you call it?
That's what it looks like from here. As Wojcik will check back in. Wojcik with the 4 fouls, 5.5 to play.
Like Coral Springs is in a 1-2-2 trap. They got her in the corner where they want her.
And a timeout called by Dwayne Donnell and the Dunbar Tigers. That'll be their first of the game. So with 5:17 to play, the Dunbar Tigers enjoy a 4-point lead on the Coral Springs Panthers, 48-44, as they burn one of their 5 timeouts. So you mentioned take the pressure off of Edwards if you're Coral Springs and try and get the ball to Williams. Where's the rest of the team though? 2 players can't get you to the state championship and can't get you down there. You had Wojcik get open in the first half. She got some points. Megan Smith was able to do something in the first half. They're both on the court right now. Why not work the ball inside? You have 6 fouls. Try and force them to foul you underneath.
Not a bad idea. It just doesn't seem like Wojcik's into the offensive flow of the game, and I'm not so sure that they include her that much in the offense. She gets most of her stuff on putbacks.
Jewett tries to push it inside, stolen by Smelly. Williams will push it up the court. Dunbar real quick, so Williams will pull up and get it to Edwards.
Williams is open in the corner. They've got to get her the ball.
Edwards drives off the glass, no good. Wojcik can't get the rebound. Instead, it's Desamore who comes back in. Williams chases her down and pokes it out of bounds.
See, the problem that's happening is Edwards is just taking a one-on-one, and the other 4 kids on Coral Springs are just standing there watching. You know, you need to get them, like you said, more involved.
Berger with it at the top of the key. Cross-court pass to Jewett. Tries to go inside to Williams. No good. It's tipped by Wojcik, and it'll stay with Dunbar. And Fitzroy Anthony wants a 30-second timeout. Panthers burn the second of their 2 30s. Here with 4:35 to play. It's almost seemed like that we could watch the intensity level of both teams just fluctuate with a few missed shots here and there.
Yep. It's like they're in this a moody personality. You know, they're really excited when things are going well, and then a couple of bad shots, and then it goes down, and it's like a roller coaster ride.
And at what point at this age group and at the high school level does it rely on you as the coaches to motivate and to be there to try and give them that boost if you notice that things aren't going your way?
Well, you know, the thing you got to tell them is, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody misses shots. Nobody is perfect, you know. It's like I had said earlier in the day, you know, good shooters have very short memories. And you've got to have a short memory. You got to let go what went bad and move on.
As Coral Springs tries for the trap there, almost successful as Smelly went for the steal, but it went out of bounds. Approaching our media timeout here in the 4th quarter. Trap again, Williams doing a good job, and another timeout will be burned by Dunbar. We've seen 3 timeouts burned in the last 30 seconds. Both teams doing a good job of frustrating the other team to a point where they're having to burn timeouts. Both teams now with 3 remaining in the game.
Yeah, when you're talking about a trip to the state championship and it's a 4-point game with 4 minutes left, every possession is very vital.
And you got to give it to all the coaches, because all the games that we've called here today, I can't recall anybody leaving with a timeout or leaving with at least more than 1 timeout. One of the most frustrating things watching college basketball, and especially women's college basketball, are these coaches that go in and they don't use their timeouts at the end to set up a play or anything. Here you have your coaches who are definitely using their timeouts, and they know to take advantage of the situations because they know what's on the line. Dunbar inbounds. Williams gives it off to Berger. Berger being guarded closely by Williams. Now they try the trap. Desamore gives it to Jewett. Jewett pulls up, hits the shot, no good, and it'll go out of bounds.
Should be Coral Springs.
It is Coral Springs basketball. That ball went off of Denard. confusion as to whether or not Wyatt was going to come back in the game for Coral Springs. She goes back to the bench. Panthers trail by 4. Tigers leading 48-44 here with less than 4 to go.
Looks like the same thing they're going to do again.
Edwards double team.
There we are.
Williams, she was wide open, had the 3 look. No. Wojcik top of it, just outside the free throw line, hits, and Wojcik gets her first points in the second half. Jewett goes inside to Desamore, who loses the handle, gets it back outside. Back up top, Denard gets it in, and the out of bounds will go off of Janetta Williams, and it'll be Coral Springs basketball with 3:23 to play. We have reached our media timeout here in the fourth quarter, a 2-point game. We've done this before, haven't we?
I believe we have.
All 3 games today have been exciting coming down to the final, starting with the 2A final that I was able to call with Dennis earlier today. FAMU taking that one on a last-second buzzer beater, and then the game earlier between Ribault and Jones, and now here this game between Dunbar and Coral Springs. We're getting to crunch time. Both teams with 3 timeouts, both teams with 6 fouls, and the only person in serious foul trouble right now, Celia Wojcik, with 4. So if you're a coach, this is a free timeout right now. What do you use this timeout for? What are you telling your team to do with 3:23 to go?
Again, I'm always telling them to protect the ball. Don't be in a hurry. I'm making sure they know that we have 3 timeouts. If you get into trouble, you get in a situation where you think you're going to lose the ball, don't be afraid to call one of those timeouts. The coach doesn't have to always call the timeout. If a player gets himself in trouble, they have full authority to call a timeout on the floor, and I will never ever get mad at them for that, for saving a possession in a 2-point game with 3 minutes left.
Dunbar shooting 50% on the game, Coral Springs 38%. But give it to Coral Springs for shutting down Dunbar here in the second, allowing them only at 33%, 7 for 21. As Edwards works it now at the top for Coral Springs, a chance to tie or take the lead on this trip down the floor. Goes to her right side, looks for a one-on-one shot. Not sure why she took it. Goes for the steal, comes up with it. Drives again, goes in. That time she's fouled. And are they going to count it? They do count the basket. And the foul will go against Khadijah Berger, excuse me. That'll be her 4th. Edwards will go to the line to complete the 3-point play. We're tied at 48.
And that's what you call taking the good with the bad. She went down and took a very poor shot, out of control, but her athletic ability stole the ball back and then went in out of control again, and the ball went in this time. So good with the bad.
You'll take a little bit of lucky when you're at this point, and you need it, as Coral Springs gets the 1-point lead after the 3-point play. Denard with it now, works it left side to Berger, who has it back at the top. They go to Jewett on the left. 2:30 to play in the game. Denard drives the baseline, goes in reckless, throws something up, but throws it out of bounds. She tried to get a shot. She tried to draw the foul from Wojcik, but didn't get the call. Williams pushes it up. And separates herself now. 2:05 remaining. And a timeout called by Coral Springs.
And again, that was a very good timeout because that was within 1 second of being a 5-second call and a turnover.
Be a full timeout for Coral Springs. That's all they have left. Now they have 2 left. Dunbar shooting the bonus. Both teams will shoot the bonus on the next foul. Dunbar, though, with 7 fouls. Coral Springs with 6. There's 2:03 remaining. It's a 49-48 game. As we look at the turnover battle, Dunbar still 20-14. They've turned the ball over 6 more times, but things have certainly calmed down here in the second half. Both teams doing a good job of controlling the basketball.
Right, they've slowed down a little bit. They've kept themselves under control, maybe with the exception of a few wild driving layup tries, but other than that, they've slowed down the end-to-end action, and that, along with that, would turn, lower their turnovers and eliminate them.
Smelly will inbound for the Panthers. She gets it into Williams.
I think he's going to try and hold the ball here.
1:40 remaining in the game. Edwards spin move to her left side, then she'll pull it back out. Fitzroy Anthony playing keep away right now. As Edwards pulls it back out, then drives, dishes underneath. Wojcik goes up and Wojcik hits.
Very nice control.
1:15 to go. It's a 3-point game. Coral Springs with the lead. And a timeout for the Dunbar Tigers. Let's go back to that play down at this end with Coral Springs. You said they want to just keep it away from them. Edwards drives in a couple times, pulls it back, and when she drives, both the defenders on her. Wojcik was wide open. Easy layup.
And amazingly, what Edwards had done for this whole game for 3.5 quarters was probably in the back of the Dunbar defender's mind, and they figured Edwards was just going to take it all the way in and throw something up, and Edwards had enough presence on the court to dish off, and I'm sure her heart was in her throat when Wojcik bobbled the ball to begin with, but she got control of it and put it up and in to give them a 3-point lead.
Looking at this Coral Springs squad, they're not going anywhere. They don't have a senior on the squad. They've only brought 8 here to the state tournament, and they have 3 juniors, 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen. So they're not going anywhere, and this team looks like if they could get a couple more bodies, they're already here. But if they could get some more presence maybe underneath, be even that much stronger here in the 4A division. There's a 3 on the way. It's good, and we're tied. A 3-pointer for Carrie Jewett. 1 minute remaining. We're tied at 51 in Coral Springs.
Here we go again.
Coral Springs will burn another timeout. They have 1 remaining. Dunbar with 2. Don't forget to buy this DVD of this broadcast or all broadcasts here at the Lakeland Center in the FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals. Go to FHSAAsports.com. All 3 today that I've been fortunate enough to call have been exciting, including this one right here. And the 1A final earlier that I saw the second half of was no slow game either. That one came down to the wire as well.
Well, if I'm Coach Anthony, I'm going to run the same offense. If I can get the ball past half court against this press, I'm going to spread it. And
Dunbar calls off the press at the last second.
Let Edwards do her stuff here. They're going to go to the half-court trap now.
1 minute remaining. Edwards double team, gets it to Williams. Cross-court pass, Smelly. Smelly goes in for the layup, misses. Wojcik tries to get the rebound, can't get there. And the rebound will go to Denard. Denard gets it to Jewett. 37 seconds to go, tied at 51. Berger has it, drives underneath, throws it away, but somehow tries to come up with it.
He couldn't. They didn't have control of the ball.
And a timeout call, but nobody had control of that one.
Wow. Wow.
So Dunbar, a gift-wrapped timeout from the officials as nobody had control. They both were fighting over it. So now Dwayne Donnell will have a chance to set up potentially the final play with 29.5 seconds remaining. Tied at 51, both teams with one timeout each. Fouls not really an issue at this point. You're not going to foul in a tie game.
Right now you just got your Coral Springs, you've got to make sure that when the shot goes up, you got a body on somebody because they've been getting hurt on the offensive boards. You put a body on somebody. I can't believe anybody's going to call a box out foul at this point in the game. You put a body on somebody and you make sure you can get that rebound.
And if you're Dunbar, you're going to try and get the ball to Janetta Williams. She's been your force this entire second half. Denard inbounds to Berger, 28 seconds to go. Berger drives lane, goes up off the backboard, no good. Rebound stays with Dunbar, and a kicking foul is going to get called, and it'll stay with the Dunbar Tigers with 21.5 to go.
Dunbar's playing man for man. Something's going to open up here. Nope. Yep.
Underneath, stolen by Smith. Edwards has it, 15 seconds left. Double teamed at the top, and a foul call. Foul called on Carrie Jewett, that's her first. And that'll be the 8th team foul. Edwards will go to the line. 12 seconds to go, she's shooting the 1-and-1.
I'd be taking both of those players off the line right now. You call for an over the back.
Misses it. Rebound. Dunbar keeps it alive. 8 seconds. They push it up the court. Here's Jewett. Jewett goes up for the shot. She's got it. 2 seconds and a timeout called. With 1.3 seconds to go, Coral Springs calls a timeout. 53-51.
I think they're going to put some more time on there. I think there's probably going to be 2.2 left. At least that's what I saw.
So in high school, the clock does not stop under a minute at the end of the game.
No,
it keeps rolling. So it kept rolling, and Fitzroy Anthony was looking for a timeout. He called it. They put 1.8 back on the clock. So they put half a second back.
Well, now it comes down to if you're a good coach, every day at practice, you practice what you call your home run play. And that's a play that you have, and you have auditions for whoever can throw the ball from one end of the floor to the top of the key at the other end. And you have auditions. And you find your best player that can do that, and then you put the person at the top of the key as your best player who can catch it. And she, with 1.8, she can catch it and kick it out to somebody for a shot.
So here we go. A trip to the 4A state championship on the line. 1.8 seconds remaining.
Here's what they're going to do. They're going to try to throw it to Wojcik.
Is down at the top of the key.
And she'll try to kick it to Williams or Edwards. This is your normal home run play.
Wojcik misses the shot, and Dunbar is going to take the game 53-51 and move on to the 4A state championship tomorrow afternoon here in Lakeland. As I mentioned, this Coral Springs team, they will be back. A very young team, no seniors on their squad, and a valiant effort when you only bring 8 and you realistically you only played 6 the entire game.
A valiant effort by Coral Springs, and they have nothing to be ashamed of.
Congratulations to the Coral Springs Panthers on a great season, and congratulations to the Dunbar Tigers. One step closer to the 4A state championship. That game tomorrow against the Ribault Trojans right here in the Lakeland Center. For DVDs of this broadcast and all the broadcasts here of the girls basketball finals, please go to FHSAAsports.com. For my broadcast partner, Dennis Mental, this is Corey Stevens. This has been a PlayOnSports.com promotion. Thanks to Keith and all the guys in the truck for keeping us going today, and thank you for tuning in. For now, the final has been set for tomorrow, the 4A, Dunbar against Ribault. We will see you back here tomorrow for more exciting girls basketball finals actions. So long from Lakeland. Good night, everybody.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the FHSAA network, go to FHSAAsports.com/SBP.